What's going on, guys? Let's get right into this fucking video. So the other day I saw a video on how to improve the player base on Gears 4. The person that made the video was named Eggman. I'll put his video in the description below. But anyways, the gist of his video was that Gears 4 should basically do the same thing that Overwatch does, and give players a free weekend every once in a while. And I personally thought that was a great idea. When I read the comments, basically what a lot of people were saying was, yeah, that would bring in a few people, like a few people here and there for that weekend, but it isn't necessarily going to bring any permanent players. And I do agree with that. I do agree with that because it's like just giving a small sample, it really isn't going to bring in permanent players. So in this video, I basically want to talk about taking it a step further. What I feel Gears 4 should do is basically piggyback off what Overwatch is doing in terms of having special events, special seasonal events, such as when the Olympics were happening in Brazil. Overwatch brought in Olympic themed event for a month, or for the duration of the Olympics. And just a few weeks ago, or in October, they brought in Halloween event. And you know, they brought in new skins, they fixed up Hollywood, the map, and then they brought in a new a mode which was basically similar to Horde, but it was Halloween themed. I feel like Gears 4 should piggyback off that, make similar things like that, but put their own twist to it. I think that would be really awesome. Another thing that I want to touch up on is the crossplay event is here, and I think and if you don't know what it is, basically it's a crossplay between PC and console. This is the first time they're doing it on multiplayer. I personally think that's an awesome thing. I understand why they wouldn't let players from PC and console like mix, because it's like there could be an unfair advantage. I get it. I don't necessarily see why they can't simply make a playlist for it. I feel like when PC and console players want to play together, it's not necessarily for competition, but just to play together, because it's not often where both of them really get to play together, besides maybe in games like Forza or Rocket League or something like that. But yeah, so I think regardless of what happens this weekend, I feel like they should make it into a playlist, and maybe some even more player base would come off from that. More players would come in and realize, we can all play together, so why not? On the subject of playing together, I think it was fucking awesome that Social Quick Play finally allows more than fucking 2 people to be partied together. It's up to 5 now, and I believe it's only for this weekend though, which is kind of a drag, but I think it's something that should have been done since the launch of the game. I don't think this is something that they should have just brought in now. But I mean, I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm oblivious to it, but I think this was something that should have been inputted since launch. But again, that's just my opinion, and I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people out there that have the same opinion. People want to be able to play with more than just one friend on social on the social playlist. They don't want to be over here having to constantly play rank, and then as soon as the match is over, having to look for another match. And on top of that, rank, that's a whole nother separate issue of its own. I'm not even going to touch that. But basically, people don't want to be going into matches where people constantly quit and stuff, and you're at a disadvantage, or you literally stomp the other team out. It's not fun. So I feel like this was a good thing that the coalition did, and I think they should keep that. I really think this is a good thing. I love Gears 4, I really do, but this isn't 2011 when Gears 3 came out. Things aren't as simple anymore. There are so many more games to compete with out there, and one of the biggest titles right now is still Overwatch. Overwatch came out months before Gears has, and yet it still has a much bigger player base than Gears does, and it's because of how often the developers talk to the community, and it's like how much they give the community. And there's other games that do this as well, but Overwatch is most prominent one because, you know, it's really huge. It literally just won Game of the Year. But regardless, Gears should sort of piggyback off of Overwatch's ideas and just put their own twist to it. But anyways, these are just my suggestions to how to improve the game, how to bring in more players, bring in old players, bring new players. You know, the holiday season is literally right here, so, you know, why not take advantage of this? But yeah, if you guys have like any more suggestions on how to improve this, you know, just let me know. I would really like to discuss this with other people and, you know, just get more feedback on what people think. Thanks for listening. I'll probably throw some shitty Gears gameplay on the screen for you to watch. But yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it.